This morning, we'll try one of our own. It's a two-word phrase. People say it to you once a year, no matter how old you are. It starts with an H and a B. All right, happy birthday. We say happy birthday to the crossword itself, though, today, which is hitting a big milestone. Rocca, who always does his crosswords in pen because he's that good, is with us. Mo, good morning to you.
Good morning, Gail. The crossword puzzle celebrates 100 years this week. What started out as a puzzle maker's brainstorm has become a daily tradition for millions at the breakfast table, on commuter trains, but of course, never at work. It's estimated that 50 million Americans tackle the acrosses and downs of crossword puzzles every week, filling in those little boxes to great satisfaction or frustration. My mother sometimes calls me to ask for help on the Washington Post crossword puzzle.
Uh-huh. Good. And?
I try to be helpful.
Yeah. And what's your specialty? What are you good at? Sports, geography?
I'm great at geography. Capitals.
Yeah. Me too. Okay.
Baku is the capital of
Azerbaijan. Yeah.
Will Shorts is the crossword puzzle editor for the New York Times, considered the gold standard for crossword puzzles. What do you look for in a puzzle?
First of all, I look for a theme. Something that's fresh, interesting, hasn't been done before, something that's going to maybe have a little humor to it. The Times puzzle appears every day. It goes from relatively easy on Monday to positively evil on Saturday. The famous Sunday puzzle is the largest of the week, filled with puns, tricks, and tantalizing clues. When I found out the crossword puzzle was turning 100, I thought, really? I thought it was maybe a lot older than that. Most people think it goes back to ancient times, but the first one appeared in 1913 in an old newspaper, the New York World. That puzzle was called a word cross. It was dreamt up by Arthur Wynne, who at the time was editor of the New York World's fun section. Did they catch on right away? It took until 1924 for the craze to happen. Simon & Schuster came out with the world's first crossword book in 1924. It was their first book. The first printing sold out in a matter of weeks. The crossword puzzle has been very good to certain public figures. Yeah, anybody with a short, vowel-heavy name is going to appear in crosswords. Eno, E-N-O, Brian Eno, he is an important person in music, but his name lives on largely through crosswords, I think. Actress-director Ida Lupino. Uma Thurman in crosswords all the time. You know, you can almost tell the trajectory of a celebrity's career by their appearance in crosswords. So take Ito, I-T-O. In the old days, the clue for that was always Japanese statesman, because there was a premiere in Japan back in the 19th century. And then when Lance Ito was judged for the O.J. Simpson case in the 90s, his name started appearing in crosswords, and now we're on to Midori Ito. The skater. The skater. She's the real Ito now. She is. Or she's the crosswordy Ito. If only Lance Ito had been able to do a quadruple axel. Of course, puzzles have gone digital and can be played electronically these days. Daily Celebrity Crossword allows users to check in with friends on Facebook as they solve.
I can't tell you how many emails I've gotten every day from non-enthusiasts who said, finally, wow, this is a crossword puzzle that I can solve.
There's something in our brains that responds to filling in these little boxes. Finishing a puzzle is very satisfying to us.
How did it go? Dan Faier is the four-time champion of the American Crossword Puzzle Tournament. Right now, Faier is the fastest and best crossword solver in the country. What is crammed inside of your brain because of crossword puzzles?
I know so many 3, 4, and 5-letter words.
How has this affected your home life?
I don't think that solving crosswords has taken time away from the real important things in life. It has just taken time away
like Sudoku?
I know. Don't get me started.
A 1924 newspaper article described excoriated crosswords as a sinful waste and a primitive sort of mental exercise. And ironically, this was in the New York Times, this article. So for the 100th anniversary, they really should print an apology, a retraction of that editorial.
Great. Well, my 6-year-old son and my daughters, too, are into Words with Friends, which they play, which I think is sort of the great precursor to being great at crossword puzzles. Yeah. Crosswords, when I do them, sometimes I feel like my brain is like taffy being pulled in all directions. It's got to be good for you to do them.
I think Rocca would be a good crossword puzzle name.
Yeah. Oh, that would be great.
Will Short can come up with something for you.
Yeah.
He's watching. He'll come up with something. Thanks, Mo. That was fun.
Of course.
Thanks, Mo.
You guys.